Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Antonia is fully enrolled in the Michigan Virtual um, Charter Academy. Her laptop has arrived. Rest of her stuff is going to be here tomorrow. So, yay, she's actually going to have teachers. Yeah, there's a crazy idea for you. Alright, this video is going to be on both channels. It's going to be on the food shortages and how England is managing it. But let's look at something real quick. A shortage is not a famine. They're not the same. A shortage is limited choices. Here in America, we have like Del Monte, we have Jolly Green Giant, and you have store brands that will sell, say, tomatoes. So when you get a shortage, you might have the store brand selling diced tomatoes straight breakfast. Then you have Jolly Green Giant selling, say, fire roasted tomatoes, a little bit more cost. Then you have Del Monte selling tomatoes that are ready for chili. Now, you're going to have those three brands selling tomatoes. There's going to be more of a cost with each one because it takes more time. However, you're not going to have the like Kroger brand. I like my Kroger brand. They have the salsa, the rotel, they have all that in their brand. But in a shortage, you will have the diced tomatoes. You'll have the diced chilies separate, not together. And you'll have to put it together yourself. Well, you may have to buy chilies from your produce area and process them yourself. That's shortage. Famine is nothing. There's not a thing in the world available. So people that freak out over a shortage, it's not a famine. They're two different things. Alright. Now, let's talk about the Pandemic EBT SNAP relief funds real quick. Over the week, last 3 or 4 days, I believe, Trump signed a document extending the Families First Act, which gave more funds to families with SNAP or EBT cards. If your kids qualify for reduced or free lunch, and they're doing virtual school 5 days consecutive, you will get this. This is going to help with 34 million people unemployed, and the job they had is gone. The company, gone. It's unreal. Alright. And here's the thing you need to think about. Is this year on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday, Walmart will not be opening until 6 a.m. on Black Friday morning. So instead of them kicking it off at midnight, they're not going to open until 6 a.m. They're not going to be open on Christmas either. There's something to think about. So, I have no idea what Black Friday is going to look like this year. I don't even see a point of having it. There's not going to be any stores and malls. It's not a pleasant situation. Anyway, moving on. With all the chaos, I came across an article on the Amish canning tradition out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Yeah, they're canning. Now, lately we've been hearing nothing but negative articles about them. There's more to that meets the eye. The Amish and the other Mennonite communities are the only ones that have held steadfast to their faith and their beliefs. They have not embraced a lot of the technology, except for the businesses, and that's it. Now, they have been passing down canning traditions forever. They're horrible. Passing traditions for free. What the fuck? Really? You're gonna do this for free? The fact is, they never stopped living their traditional life. Never. Never have, never will. And I don't blame them. I hope they never do. Canning is a joy to do. It's a lot of work. It can be a lot of work. But when you open up, say, a can of green beans, a can of tomatoes, a can of beans, add it to a meat of some kind, and you have a soup or have it with a dinner, there's nothing better in the world. Knowing that you did this. There won't be any recalls on it, okay? I'm going to leave you a link to a video from Homesteading Family. Carol's the lady's name. I can't remember the guy's name. I feel terrible. But it's Preservation 101 Intro to Canning. If you are new to canning, go down and watch that. And you can also go to my canning playlist. It's public. Go all through them. I strongly encourage it. Now, let's move to China. Chinese farmers are hoarding wheat in hopes that a shortage will yield better prices. I cannot wait to see how well that goes over the government. Not at all. Actually, we're not going to know. They'll pick up a rug, sweep that under it. Out of sight, out of mind. Hear no evil, speak no evil. Capiche? Now, let's go to the east of them with England. This little island in the middle of nowhere, Atlantic Ocean, just south of the Arctic. Which means they have to have everything shipped to them on boats. Well, they're worried a second lockdown could cause panic buying. Well, here's something. How about don't scare the piss out of people? That's a great idea, right? Now, like America back in the spring, people freaked out. I mean, they freaked out. We've never had the government shut everything down. I mean, complete lockdown of travel. Can't go to work. Your kids can't go to school. We've never had that happen. Ever. So yeah, people freaked out, they panicked. They're concerned that having all the citizens hit a store at one time could wipe out a store in hours, and it would. I mean, that would be like every person in Little Diomede, Alaska, a little island in the Bering Strait. It's part of Alaska, but it overlooks Russia. If they went to their local store, all of them, all 200 citizens, I do believe, they would wipe out the store. So, if you are putting stuff back, you're putting stuff away, I ask you this. Don't clear the shelf. That is rude. It is inconsiderate. If there's a sale like on giant boxes of Kellogg products, Get one of each item. Get your sale, but don't just buy a bunch of sugar pops or sugar smacks. What it is, you know, get one box of each thing. Get your quota for your sale, but not all one thing. Alright, and remember, steady race wins. I am going to leave you a link for everything. I'm going to leave you a link for the Corona Food Assistance Program too, so you can go over and read it. Now, you and I cannot apply for it, but you can go over, you read it, you can see how it's going to work. The art of canning, preserving the summer's harvest to enjoy year round. The article on Amish canning. I missed one. Russia gets 40% of its food from home gardens. How you like that one? Meanwhile, we're being told not to garden, pretty much. Alright, so I will leave you these articles. Kind of going around and around here. But yeah, I'll leave you the links and go over, check them out. Have a lovely afternoon.